Gentlemen, today's video is going to be a little bit different because you might actually learn something. Over the course of the past 10 years, I have started not one, not two, but 8 online businesses. Some have been okay, some have been great, and some have been absolute disasters. The internet has changed the game for entrepreneurs. In the old days, if you wanted to be an entrepreneur, you needed lots of cash, you needed a business plan, you needed lots of stuff. Now, what do you need? You need a computer, you need an internet connection, and you need an idea. But you need a lot more than that if you're actually going to be successful. And today I'd like to share some advice I've learned over the past 10 years. Now for me personally, I have always been an entrepreneur. I've tried a few different businesses prior to actually finding my home online, one of which you have heard me talk about, my fitness center, and it was an absolute brutal disaster and a very valuable learning experience that I wouldn't do over or take back if given all the money in the world. I needed to learn the lessons I did then in order to be able to make better decisions moving forward on the internet. And so first, before we get into sort of my advice, I'd like to tell you in order of when I started them what my online businesses actually are. So the first online business that I started was AaronMarino.com. There I sold e-products and online services like virtual grooming sessions and stuff like that. It is an amazing model, and that is not necessarily the services because that's not really scalable, but the online e-products. This is what a lot of entrepreneurs get into because it's incredibly easy. The barrier to entry, you don't need a lot of money. You need an idea. You need an internet connection. Like I said, you need a computer and you need an audience. And then you basically just sell your good idea to these people. The cost, super low. The profit, super high. I wasn't really feeling that though. I am not a tech guy. I don't love sitting there writing. I like filming. I like video. So I thought, hey, how can I monetize more content, more video? And so I started internet business number 2, IAmAlphaM.com. At first, it started as a membership-only website. You had to pay to gain access to additional content. I was killing it. I was like I had more money than I ever had in my life. It was amazing. At the time, I actually decided that I wanted to give away all this content and I was going to try and make money other ways. I was bringing in like $100,000 a year, and for me, it was like, it might as well have been like 10 million. It was tons of money. But I had to make the difficult decision that, okay, I have this great content. I want people to have it. I want it to be free. I need to make money through advertising. And so I basically shut the membership side of it down. I released everything publicly, thinking that I was going to make a lot of money like a lot of these really popular websites like The Art of Manliness and, you know, like The Chive and all these different websites that just had a ton, millions of page views. They were getting paid off of the ads. But for me, the traffic wasn't there. So I decided to start selling stuff, have it be like a daily deal site or a shop. And so I started selling some of my own stuff like apparel and t-shirts, but I also started selling other people's products and doing the whole drop shipping thing where basically I would just sell it, I would send them the order, they would ship it. But that was the biggest pain in the ass, and I decided that I wanted to expand my offerings. Business number 3, Pete Pedro was and still is an incredibly successful hair product company for men. I went to my stylist, Steven. I said, yo, Steven, do you happen to know of a lab that makes hair product that we can go and actually create our own amazing line of products? And he said yes, and the rest is history. So as you may or may not have noticed, I do a lot of promotions. I do a lot of advertising. And one thing that I did about 2 years ago, I hired my best friend from high school, Terry, to actually help me. He was in car sales. He wasn't really feeling it. He had been in car sales for a long time and he was really good at it, but he was burnt out. And I was to the point with this channel and the amount of contacts that I was getting from these advertisers that I just didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to negotiate deals. I just wanted to make videos. That's what I love. And so I hired him and said, hey, let's give this a shot. I want you to sell me or advertising for me. And it was immediately just a knock it out of the park success. And so what we decided to do was actually help these other influencers or my friends like Jose, Teaching Men's Fashion, who is Jose, Antonio, Brock, Primer. There are 22 guys that we represent and actually sell advertising and and brand integrations for. And we started a business. It's called Menfluential Media, and it is doing incredibly well. Business number 5 is StyleCon, actually formerly known as StyleCon. It is now the Menfluential Conference. So we got Menfluential Media, now Menfluential Conference. It's a conference we hold once a year. My business partner, Antonio Centeno, Real Men, Real Style. It's just an opportunity for us to get together with some of our peers and also allow some of our fans to come and hang out for 2 days in Atlanta, and it is life-changing. We don't make tons of money. Actually, we don't make like any money doing that. That's something that we just really enjoy doing, and sometimes you gotta have those passion projects, as they say. Someday, maybe, but right now, we break even, essentially. The 6th business you may have heard of. Tej Hanley, aka the most amazing skincare. Say it with me, exactly. You know the deal, gentlemen. This product and this system is a monthly subscription service. That is just fantastic. The business is incredible, the product amazing, and this is going to be probably one of my biggest accomplishments and one that I'm incredibly proud of. Another one that I recently, or I should say number 7, the Fashion Anchor. This story, for all of these businesses have stories. This video would be 3 hours long if I went into all of them some other time. I've got lessons to teach, and I'm just trying to give you a basis and background for sort of my advice. Anyway, all these products, all my companies will be listed directly down below, along with a discount link, or actually a discount code to all of them that you might be interested in. But that's only 7. What's number 8? Number 8 is YouTube, this YouTube channel. And that is honestly like top of the food chain, top of the pyramid. Without that, nothing else works. So I know this video is going to be super long, but I really felt like it was important to give you context to my advice, to sort of show you some of the things that I've tried, some of the businesses that I've done, everything from e-products to online coaching to membership websites to physical products to conferences to advertising agencies, and I've even had some brick and mortar businesses with my fitness center and actually a nutrition store prior to that. And so as you can see, I am a serial entrepreneur, but I really found my home online. And personally, I feel like there is no better opportunity for you out there that are looking to start a business, because the entry point, like I said, is incredibly low. The potential profit is incredibly high. What I've come to realize is that there are basically 6 steps that if you follow them, you will be successful. Step number 1 is build your audience, build a community, build a group of people that are interested in what you have to say, what you do, what you talk about. Build your audience. It can be an email list, it can be a YouTube channel, it can be a Facebook group, it can be an Instagram page, and then start giving them stuff for free. Value. Give them value. Before, one of the biggest mistakes that I see entrepreneurs make, or people that come up with products or online businesses, is that before they ever give them anything, they're asking them to buy something. This is the biggest mistake you could possibly make. Give them free information. And some people are like, well, if I give it all away for free, they're never going to buy it. If that's your attitude, you will not be successful. So now that you've got this community, this audience that you've been feeding, that you've been giving information for free, and your time, that have come to respect you, trust you, love you, now it's time to move on to step number 2, which is figure out what product they want. It can be an e-product, it can be online coaching, it can be a physical product. Once you have the product, it's time to move on to step number 3, which is selling it to your audience. This is your opportunity to test with your audience. Your audience loves you, right? They're like, yo, if you screw up or if something sucks, they'll let you know. But don't be so ignorant and so steadfast in your own beliefs and what you think they need to actually listen. Ears, eye. Listen to what they're telling you. Test different price points. Test different things. It's okay to change along the way. And if nobody buys it, guess what? It's not them, it's you, it's your product. So change it, come up with something else. Once you find that product that they love, now it's time to get down to business and market. You need to find other people that are not your audience to sell it to, which is step number 4. The word of the day is marketing. Marketing, gentlemen, the act of actually getting your product in front of the eyeballs of your potential customers. It is so critical. It is incredibly critical that you embrace this idea of marketing. There are so many products, zillions of products out there that are amazing, incredible products that you would love to buy, but the person, the entrepreneur, the business person didn't understand how to market to those people or get that product in front of your eyeballs. Once you find a marketing platform that works, maybe it's Facebook ads, maybe it's YouTube promotions, maybe it's working with influencers. Once you find that mechanism that converts sales, then you need to, I don't know why I slowed down for that one. You need to double down. Do it again and again and again. And guess what? Eventually it's not going to work anymore. So what are you going to do? Move on to step number 5, which is reevaluate and innovate. So here's what's going to happen. Your sales are going to be going like this, right? Then you're going to get complacent. You're going to be like, yo, I just made it. Gee, I'm going to be spending all my time in Aruba chasing senoritas. And guess what? It's going to flatline. Then eventually you keep doing the same thing. It's going to plummet down to 0 sales. You've got to constantly be looking for opportunities, changing, testing, reevaluating, and innovating your products. And last, but probably should be first since we're talking about entrepreneurship, step number 6, never give up. Every single successful entrepreneur that I know has setbacks. You are going to fail. Things are not going to work out the way that you envision them to. But you get yourself up, you dust yourself off, you move forward. I love business so incredibly much, and being an entrepreneur, it is in my blood. And if it's in yours, congratulations and buckle up. One last sort of tidbit and word of wisdom that I would like to share with you and how I live my life and my entrepreneur sort of journey has reflected it, is I'm not scared of failure. Failure, it's going to happen. You're going to fail. You're going to try things. It's not going to work out. I'm going to fail some more. I've already failed a bunch. And it sucks. It hurts. It's terrible. I've been bankrupt. I've been broke, and it sucks. But it doesn't suck as bad as regret. And so I don't want to look back. And I don't want you to look back and think of all the things you could have, would have, or should have, or wanted to, and you didn't. Because that, I can't bear the thought of living my life with regret. And so, failure, yeah, it sucks, it stings, but you'll be all right. Just don't regret anything, all right? You're amazing, you're beautiful, and you can do anything you want to. I hope you remember that and believe it. Guys, I'll see you next week.